Christine's Corner. Christine's Corner. Christine's Corner. Stay and watch the show. You'll feed your heart and soul. Meeting people in the know. Christine's Corner. Christine's Corner. Christine's Corner.
Hi, welcome back to Christine's Corner. I again have Peter Peluso next to me. I thank you so much. It's always enjoyable. I love listening to his accordion playing. He always brings somebody he talks about, a composer. But today you're not. You're going to.
No, this is going to be a little bit different. Actually, this is what the theme for this is. You recognize that, right?
What's up, Doc? No, it was Porky Pig. Yeah.
Because most of us, and I hope today, I don't know if it still goes on, but most of us learned about classical music by watching Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, and Disney shows too, they have.
Yeah, with Bugs Bunny, primarily Bugs Bunny, but some of the other characters as well.
I know, I never realized until you played it.
And they realized they didn't play it on the accordion. They had symphony orchestras doing these stuff, but they used classical pieces of music as the storyline. And they act, or for the action. So that's why I'm going to play some of the examples that from this first one is it uses the Barber of Seville Orchestra overture rather, which is an opera by Rossini, and it's called it was from the cartoon The Rabbit of Seville, in which Bugs Bunny gives Elmer Fudd a haircut. Which really is not a haircut. He kind of builds a salad on his head, and then they're at each other, of course. Yeah. So anyway, this is the Barber Seville Overture.
Okay. Oh, I remember the cartoon as you're doing it.
I'm hoping
putting the lather on
and there's all sorts of antics.
Yes.
I mean, they were funny and they were entertaining. But we also we heard the pieces.
Yeah.
The next one is also from the Barber of Seville, and it's from the cartoon entitled Long-Haired Hare, Hare. Okay. And then actually, of course, it's what it is Bugs, an opera singer is singing. This is usually sung by a tenor, and in the opera, and But
I
Bugs
know.
Bunny interrupts him with a banjo and a tuba and a harp and all these other things.
And then his thing,
Yeah.
his white thing goes up like this, and all kinds of things.
It's
so
great.
funny.
It's great. Okay, so it's called Largo Olfactotum. Okay, and by Giacomo Rossini.
I am so enjoying that.
Yeah,
I've just seen these cartoons, and
you can see. You can see him.
Figure.
You figure it. That's exactly it. And of course, this is what, as accordionist, though, bringing it back to this, this is what we learned. This is how we learned. Because so then all of a sudden, and we didn't mind playing them because we saw them in the cartoons.
Yeah.
So because this next one, this is the Brahms Hungarian Dance Number 5. Again, I think you'll recognize it. This is from a cartoon called Pigs in a Polka, and it's basically the story of the three pigs. And the wolf and the whole night. So Hungarian Dance Number 5 by Brahms.
Okay. Ah, you can hear the wolf sneaking up and then them hurrying to get
Exactly. I mean,
Building the-
they picked wonderful pieces to do this with, as well as popular classics.
Yeah.
This next one also is actually it was by Franz Liszt. It's the Hungarian Rhapsody No. 2, and I've seen many versions of this. Walt Disney did some versions of this. Bugs was conducting an orchestra. Bugs is playing the piano on some of these. You know, there's all different. It's been done several times. It's been done several times. I think, yeah, even Mickey Mouse and Woody Woodpecker did this one.
It's very ingenious that they thought to combine music and cartoons and movies and
but they were that's what they did. You know, they did things like that.
Don't think that.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, that's right.
So Hungarian Rhapsody No. 2.
Okay. Wow, that's
Yeah.
quite a
It's
piece.
a great piece.
Yeah.
And there's
I mean,
all
it
sorts
started
of
dark and then it was going fast. And
of course, that's a Rhapsody. It goes a lot of different emotions. And of course, you know, they had guys going up and down ladders.
yeah.
Very, very clever
Yeah.
cartooning that go with the music.
Yeah.
There was even one I was watching it this afternoon, and it shows Bugs Bunny playing the piano, and then at one point he's like this, and he's playing with his feet. You know, it's great stuff.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
I remember the one with the Disney, the Mickey Mouse, and the water was coming, and he was trying to get the pail of water, and kept
Yeah.
coming and coming, and the music behind that.
It does, and
Makes you intense.
but it was great because it introduced us to all these wonderful classical
True,
pieces that we probably would never have listened to.
No,
You know,
not on its own.
so I'm just gonna.
I think it's amazing how you can play. I watch your fingers.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going
It's
so
a-
fast, and this one's doing one thing, that's doing the other. And,
That's what we do.
wow.
So yeah. Anyway, I think you know what I'm gonna skip ahead on this one too. But this is one of my favorites. This is from Bugs Bunny Rides Again.
I love my Bugs Bunny.
Yeah. And this is where Bugs is chased by Yosemite Sam.
Oh, so
You know.
many.
So and most of us recognize this as the theme song for the Lone Ranger.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
This is the fourth part of the William Tell Overture.
Well,
Yeah.
got it. Bravo! Wow, I love that.
It's always
I
a
can
fun-
hear the ranger going on the horse.
The horse, oh, absolutely, and that's what I think.
Yeah,
That's what it is. I think Bugs is on a horse, and
Yeah.
and Yosemite, it's typical slapstick through
Yeah.
most of these things.
Yeah.
But it was. I don't know if they show these cartoons anymore.
I was just thinking that. I said, I forgot all about them. I don't see them.
Yeah, because I'm not
Used to
really
be
looking.
cartoon-
I'm really not
yeah,
really
that's
looking
right.
for them. I mean, they have all they're more up to contemporary,
Yeah.
but some of these old ones, I just remember. No matter how many times you saw them, you didn't care.
You laughed.
They were funny. They were a lot of fun, and of course,
I didn't realize how much violence really goes. They hit each other and throw things.
I know
at each other.
there's,
But we just didn't look at it that way.
yeah, which is probably why they might not be on too
Probably
much
not,
anymore
yeah.
because I mean,
They're
that
hitting each
slapstick was so it was
Even the
all
Three
common in
Stooges, they're always
the Three Stooges, and stuff like So maybe that's why. But it was great. Yeah, we got 2 minutes.
Oh, 2 minutes, Pete. So
Yeah.
I forgot. You told me once before.
Well,
how long have you been playing?
Okay. Let's see. I was 7 when I started. So that would have been.
I won't
let's
ask
see.
you your age, but
Yeah, that would have been around 1953, 1954. So where are we going
a while
on here?
ago.
50,
Well,
60 years now.
well, I'm 65 and I was in
Okay.
58, so it's more than
Yeah, it's
65 years. Then.
yeah, I was probably at least 50, 60 years. And of course, I played more professionally with bands and things like that. Now I strictly do things like this,
On the
concertizing.
side, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're the conductor, is that right?
Yes.
Director of
Yep.
the accordion group.
Yeah.
What town do you meet in? Do you come?
We meet here in Plainville.
Oh, Plainville.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right now we're at the Congregational Church. They've been kind enough to let us
sweet.
use their, we rent their hall and it's and we rehearse like every other week on a Saturday morning. That's the other part I like about it. It's a Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Most rehearsals you have to rehearse at night and everything.
Yeah.
You come home from work and then you got to this way. We're all pretty fresh there. Part of it is because they do come from all over.
Yeah, you're saying Connecticut is Massachusetts. You said New
Yep.
York.
Yeah,
That's
you come
far.
from down Westchester County. There's some people that come from down and around there. Some people, there's a few from New York State, a little farther up north, and
Wow.
and I know in Massachusetts they come and because there's no other orchestra like it.
Yeah.
There is,
Wow.
I know up in Massachusetts, so they do have it's a Roland because it's all of the electronic instruments. The accordion comes also. Roland puts out it's basically a keyboard, the Roland keyboard, except you play it like an accordion, and it looks like an accordion. So, ours are all acoustic. We have a few Rolands in the group, but most of us are playing acoustic instruments, and it's a wonderful.
How many are in the group?
Right now, I'd say about 25.
25. That's good.
It's a
I mean,
nice-
for this time.
Yeah, and
not
I think,
that many
and then there's a
interested.
few that are in and out, depending on their schedule.
Yeah.
But that's what we kind of average out.
Are
And
there any young ones in there?
We've got a couple of younger people in there that are like in their 20s.
Oh, that's good.
So yeah,
How
which is nice.
Yeah, keep
because
it going.
the rest of us are retiring off.
Yeah, all right.
So, but yeah, it's but we want to keep it alive, and I think we're almost done. I think she just gave us a signal there.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm glad
yeah.
you could see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again for coming, Pete Peluso.
Yeah.
He also does the Plainville Chorus Society, which we're having, or he's having a concert, and I can't wait in December.
Yeah.
So, excellent.
Great. Thanks for having me,
excellent
Chris.
group.
Always
Thank you.
appreciate it. It's fun.
Yeah. Love you. See you again next week. Thanks for tuning in to Christine's Corner.
Nick Augustino right here at the East Side Restaurant. We always have the complete full dinner menu. Knockwurst, bratwurst, sauerbraten, potato pancakes, red cabbage, rice pudding, cream pies, all the desserts that Germany had to offer. I always do something different. Yes, I do. I brought seafood to the beer garden at the East Side Restaurant. East Side Restaurant, your German destination restaurant in Connecticut. Tiki-taka, hoy, hoy, hoy!
I'm your host, Kurt Barwis. Today, I have a very special guest, Dr. Andrew Lin.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Veterans Corner. My name's Chuck Wooden.
Decision for ourselves for this week if we want to be made well.
Hi, welcome to the crack of dawn. It's Dawn Lombardi. I'm starting the painting. It's going to be the cliffs with some water. Love it.
He took me on the sets of Lost in Space, Batman.
Everybody has a story. What's yours? Until next time.